Breaking news, you're looking live right now at a massive emergency response happening in Evansville. This is off of US 41 at 57 and Baumgart. You can see that car flipped over in a ditch. The car crashed again in a ditch. It was happening not far from the airport. We're not sure what led up to this crash, but we are working to learn more about what is happening. Now, we do have Eyewitness News crew on scene. Again, this just happened. We just arrived on scene. You can see the car flipped over there on Highway 41 near 57 and Baumgart Road. No word on who was inside, if there were any injuries, anything like that. But you can see, look at this response of people that are there. It looks like those may be unmarked vehicles, not sure, but you see the people walking around there are heavily uniformed there with not only police uniform, but it looks like tactical gear on there or SWAT gear there. So that tells you that this is a very serious incident and that they are responding to there with this flipped vehicle. Again, no word coming out just yet because this just happened along Highway 41 at 57 and Baumgart near Anchor Industries, we're told. That car just flipped into that ditch. A lot of people standing around. The ambulance is there, but it doesn't look to be a lot of activity around the ambulances at this time. There may have been more earlier, but again, just look at that response there. A lot of unmarked cars there. And we told you earlier in this newscast that there is a U.S. Marshal's presence in town already because a car, they believe, was involved with the Casey White and Vicky White out of Alabama. No word at all if this is related, but it is unusual that there's so many unmarked cars there with heavily outfitted responders there to this scene. Now, no word at all. I want to make sure it's understood that we do not know what's involved here, but we do know there is a massive response to this car crash along Highway 41 at 57 and Baumgart Road. Again, ambulance there, police there. We know that Sheriff Dave Wedding is on scene, and we have a crew there as well. I'm sure it's going to take a little while to get word to us because they are working the scene right now. With a car flipped like that, it's going to take a little while to get some more information to us, but we are definitely working. We'll get you what we can. As we go in closer there, you can see what I'm talking about as far as the people on site. They are wearing vests. They have ammunition, guns with them, things like that, and it looks like they're unmarked cars. So that gives you an indication of the kind of response that happened to this car crash here. And we did confirm U.S. Marshals are there on scene. And as I told you earlier, we reported earlier in our newscast that the U.S. Marshals are in town investigating the situation with a vehicle found in Evansville at a car wash on Weinbach Avenue that is believed to have been used by Casey and Vicky White. They are the corrections officer and the inmate who escaped, or the corrections officer who allegedly helped that inmate escape an Alabama jail. And they believe the vehicle found at this car wash on Weinbach was used by them and abandoned there. And U.S. Marshals confirmed that they're in town looking into that. And again, we were told by our photographer on the scene that U.S. Marshals are here on this scene as well. Again, we do not know. I want to make sure it's clear that we do not know for sure. There's no confirmation if this is tied to the White case, the Casey White, Vicky White escape case. But again, the U.S. Marshals are on this scene as well, and you see a huge response to this. In work and being at other scenes, this is an unusual response, it looks like a little bit too, the way the first responders are acting around this as well. It's a little bit different from what I've seen in the past, but we are definitely working to get more information. Again, this is along Highway 41 at 57 and Baumgart. We have a car that crashed there in the ditch. Huge response there as we are working to get more information. And you can see some activity there that looks to be an ambulance, some first responders there working perhaps on someone there. So we will work to get more information at this car crash on Highway 41 at 57 that just happened moments ago. We'll be getting more information as we go to a break right now. You're watching Eyewitness News First at 4.